The way we make ropes in our shop is drastically different than they would have made them 100 years ago as far as the actual process. The finished product, it would look the same. The elements that go into making a good rope start with your raw materials, how good your hair is. The finer the hair, the finer quality of your Mecate. Once we've washed it, we spread it out, let it air dry. Then our next step in the rope making process is called picking. And what we're doing is we're taking all these hair fibers, separating them out so there's no clumps in them. And now we do get a lot of hair out of Mongolia, processed in China, and then shipped over. So we've taken the hair from the picker, we'll feed it out of this bun, we'll spin it like you spin wool into the thread. The finer the hair, the finer quality of your Mecate. Now we're going to take the threads and we're going to string them between our two machines here. We have a card on this end and a twister table on this end, and we're going to twist the threads into strands, and then we're going to turn around and twist the strands into the final rope. We twisted our core, so now we're ready to do the 6 outside strands. Each of these strands is made up of 4 threads. This one here, you'll notice, has 2 white and 2 black. So when this gets twisted, this will have a checkerboard effect. It'll be a white and a black check. Every strand has to have the same tension. What we're going to show you right here is 3 ways to make this rope look different, even though we've twisted the strands all the same. So the first pattern is there's 2 strands of white, 2 strands of sorrel split by a white and black dot. That'd be very traditional looking rope. Now we're going to make a slight adjustment here, and you're going to see the newer look. Now we split our pairs of sorrel and white with our black and white dot, which gives it a whole different look. I don't believe there's any real purpose behind the color patterns. A lot of the gear I make is definitely influenced by the West Coast, the Spanish traditions. That gear tends to have more look to it. You look better doing your job. Okay, Albino. Muy bien. We all have a little different idea of a good feeling rope. Personally, I like riding with the 6-strand ropes because with the more strands, they tend to be a finer, smoother rope, and I think they just have a better feel. I think the signal transfers through them better than a 4-strand rope. Just about all of us that make ropes, the knot end, the tassel, lamota, is tied with a different knot. And so we all kind of have our own knot. And so if you were pretty savvy about knots and pretty savvy about the different makers, you could probably pick some of them apart just by the knots. And this is just our maker stamp. That's it.